Hello, I'm Mikey and welcome to the Beer Blog. This is going to be my first post, so bear with me. This might be a little difficult or awkward, but hang in there. Welcome everybody who's watching for the first time. Obviously this is the first time, it's my first video. This one's mostly going to be about equipment and such, so old hands at brewing, feel free to skip through this one. It's probably just stuff you already know. Or if you want to watch it and criticize me on all my stuff, hey, way to go. New brewers, this one is going to be probably a pretty good one for you guys to watch. So yeah, have at it. This is going to be all the equipment that you're going to need for brewing your own beer, which is hopefully why you're here. So let's get to it. First of all, this is hopefully a big shot of everything that we've got going on here. Step one, right here, you're going to need a big pot. Hopefully it holds about 5 gallons, stainless steel. That's what you're going to be boiling your wort and all your other stuff in. From there, everything else I've got on the table, this is your bottling bucket. This is going to be used mostly when you're bottling your beer. Not pretty much for fermenting or anything, but just filling your bottles. Attached to this, I've got this long hose with big thing on it. This is called a bottling wand. Very useful, indispensable. Get one, hook it up, etc. Next, we've got some towels and a tablecloth. Believe me, if you're not living at your own place, or even if you are living at your own place, these make cleanup a lot easier. You're going to have spills, you're going to have grains getting all over the place, etc., etc., etc. You don't want to be wiping sticky stuff off your floor. It's much easier, just throw this stuff in the washer and dryer and be done with it. We've got big thermometer right here. It's going to be essential. You're going to have to do a lot of temperature control stuff, so thermometer is kind of needed. Bottle caps and bottles. You need about 48 for a regular batch of beer. It's going to be about 5 gallons. If you do the quick math, 5 gallons comes out to about 53 48-ounce bottles, but you're going to lose some stuff and you're going to have sediment and all that kind of stuff, so you're probably not going to get 48. One important note, these are not twist-off bottles. You're never ever going to use twist-off bottles. No twist-offs. I know what you're thinking. Bud Light, it's easy, it's cheap, it goes down quick, you can make a lot of... No! You need pry-offs. Alright? Another good resource for new brewers, a book. Just a basic brewing book. I've got the Brewmaster's Bible, picture of it right here, Stephen Snyder. Real good. Helpful. Read through it. It helps. Auto siphon. This is what you're going to use when you're transferring your wort, which is unfermented or fermenting beer, between primary and secondary or even tertiary fermentation stages. It's real easy to use. I'll show you how when I'm brewing beer. I've got a big green thing. This is my notebook. I've got a collection of all my recipes in here that I've tried, notes, etc. It's invaluable. Make sure you keep one. You don't want to repeat past mistakes. We've got a hydrometer, which this is used for determining the alcohol content of your beer. I'll have a separate post sometime in the future on using that, but you know, you're going to need one. Funnel helps when you're transferring some ingredients or transferring the wort into your fermenters. Bottling brush, imperative in cleaning. Cheesecloth. This is what I use to hold all my grains. You can get littler ones from probably your local homebrew supply store. I just like this one because it's a little bit finer, doesn't let a lot of the particles through that some of the bigger ones do, especially when they stretch out. So if you go off to like a baking store or a cooking store or something, they'll have cheesecloths like that. They're not very expensive. We've got a jet washer. This hooks on to normal faucets, operates on jet pressure. This little lever here, when it gets depressed, it lets out a big stream of water, makes cleaning real easy. This is just an adapter I have because I have small faucets. Hooks right into the top of this thing. Over in the corner here, the big red thing is your capper, which you're going to need once you're all done brewing and you're ready to go into those pry-off bottles that I showed you. And right before that, we've got an airlock. This is the bung plug. Technical term, mind out of the gutter. Bung plug and the airlock. Bung plug goes right in the top of your carboy, like that. And airlock sits in top like that with some water in it. Again, that's something like the hydrometer. I'll show you how to use it in another post. This big guy is my carboy. This is what's going to act as your primary, secondary, tertiary fermenters, stuff like that. Nice ones are glass. You want to get about 5 gallons. That's about it. You know, they're about 30 bucks, but they're worth it. There's a whole bunch of advantages to using glass over plastic, including oxygen permeability, stability, stuff like that. So get glass carboys. They're worth it. They're worth the investment. Trust me on that one. Around it, I've got this thing called the brew hauler. It's just a real sturdy strap. It's about 11 bucks, but trust me, the first time you're carrying a carboy and you drop it and your beer goes everywhere, you'll be really regretting the fact that you didn't get one of those. So again, just a good investment. Get them. So that actually covers most of the equipment that you're going to need for home brewing. Again, this is Mikey. Thanks for paying attention to the Beer Blog. Be sure to check us out in the future. HTTP, all that junk. Exbeerments.blogspot.com. EXBEERIMENTS.blogspot.com. Thanks.